go, that's 36, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 32 with a beacon. Get a beacon. Hello everybody, my name is Corthel and welcome back to another episode on the BrokeRock SMP server. Now we are here at our proper building district, and as you can see with the camera not following me, I am actually on my camera account. Now the reason for this is I want to show off this. So this is what I've been working on pretty much all week, is a nice wall to wall off our kingdom area where we have decided to build, which is right in there. Now this is the design that I've gone for, which is kind of like this funky, I don't know, it's like typical castle but not, and I kind of really love it. It makes it pop, and that continues all the way around. And now if we go here, there's another entrance over this side as well, but not as, no, this is the main one, so this is the large one. Now I've done the inside as well, except for that corner because I don't know what to do with it just yet. But yeah, I've done the inside and I haven't done the tops completely. I mean, you can walk along it, but or almost completely and fall on the inside. But you can walk along it and look out over the parapets or whatever you want to call them. And yeah, and I missed a spot apparently, so I need to fix that, and creepers spawn up here. But basically, yeah, we're over here just finishing building this. We will finish this off at some point, but not right now. We've spent quite a lot of time in this. So instead, we're going to head off to the farming district, the sand farming district, because Nicely Done is over there, and we need some sand, and we might meet him and see about what adventures and shenanigans that we can actually, you know, get up to. So I'll see you there. Right. We're here. We said we were going to meet up with Nicely Done, and technically we did. He is up there running around. We did gather a whole bunch of sand, so I filled up. I thought that'd be pretty boring. But we're back here with some fancies in our hand, because what we're actually going to do is get an enchanting table. We've got our 15 bookshelves. We've got some spare books that we want to use, and a grindstone. And here's all our old diamond equipment. So it's still got some pretty good enchants on it, so I want to see if I can get some good ones. We need an axe done, obviously, and plus what I'm wearing, which is the full diamond but unenchanted, because it's high time we actually got some decent armor instead of running around in iron. So the reason we got this to do a setup for is we've also trapped some villagers under here, zombie villagers, because we're going to heal them up and make them our slave friends. Basically, yeah, I have a plan for them. I'll go over that plan a little later on when I get... Oh, it's a loud eating sound. Once I get a little bit more into it. But yeah, we're going to go up here to the Pigman Gold Farm thingamadoobie what's it that Gallivant built, because it is a ridiculous XP generator. And we've also got 42 levels. But we want to... That should be picked up. Let's see if I can fix that up. There we go. Picked it up. There we go. Ooh, turn that lad boy off. It should be in there, just in case. And yeah, we're basically going to build an enchanting station literally right here, because we want to go 1, 2, 5, 2, 3, 3. Is that right? Yep. We want one more in the middle, and then what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that seem about right to you? There's nothing in there. Let's check just quickly. Level 30, perfect, and a silk touch, which is exactly what I want. Perfect. All right, so we need to go grab some lapis, but we're going to essentially just set up a kind of a time-lapsey doobie what over the top of this, and while we're doing that and looking at all the fun enchants that I get, I'll talk about a bit about the area that we're going to do over here. So I'll go grab some lapis and we'll get this started. So I've not really done one of these before, but this is basically just a voiceover time-lapse while I do this enchanting in the background. So this area that you've just seen, I've got a few plans for it actually. I kind of want to build my giant base into the mountainside against the inside of the wall, but I also want to turn both the inside of this walled off area as well as outside it into a village of sorts. Basically buildings that you would typically see in a village, but I want them to be functionable. So I kind of want to have an example being a blacksmith. You build a blacksmith that's functional. It's got a blacksmith villager in there that you can trade with, as well as, say, a furnace array that you can use for furnacing, and take that idea and put it into all of the different village houses and huts and stuff you could build. So I want to kind of take that to the extreme, but also theme it in such a way that matches. But it's going to be an adventure, and we've got a lot of materials that we're going to need to gather, but it's going to work out pretty well in the end. So thanks for sticking around, and I hope you continue to enjoy this journey with us. Well, that was an absolutely roaring success of an enchanting session. So you can see we're here over in the shopping district, and there's a reason for this, and we'll go through that in a second. But check this out. We've got a Respiration 3, Protection 3, Aqua Affinity, Unbreaking 3 helmet, Blast Prot, Unbreaking 3, Protection 3, so that's my worst one, and then the Feather Falling, Depth Strider, Unbreaking there. We've already had that. We did get a pretty good axe with efficiency 4 and unbreaking 3 as well. Now the whole reason that we're actually here is we need to take out, not that, that is the wrong one, this one, and we'll take our block of diamonds out now because we're going to do some shopping, and we're explicitly here at the Hot Drop Raid Shop owned by Jin and Shep to buy ourselves a beacon because basically we suck. So where are they? Beacon bases are upstairs. I wonder if beacons are upstairs. So I know if you've been watching Jin, he has set up a basically a wither skeleton farm and going ham with it. So beacons, 32 diamonds. We're not grabbing a base because we basically have enough materials because we are the best. But we want a beacon. So beacon, and we need 32. So let's grab 3 blocks and that. That's not enough because I can't math. Go, that's 36, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 32 for the beacon. Got a beacon. So this is going to be a kind of a community beacon in terms of sharing between myself, Gallivant, nicely done, and I'm lost again. I always get lost in this place. And Mustang Girl as well, because we're all building in that same area. But I assume that basically, eventually, we'll all kind of have done that. Now, before I do finish off, the other reason we're over in this area, and as you can see, we had some splash potions of fire resistance, is Nicely Done and I are about to go for a bit of a nether hunt. We need to find a ridiculous amount of glowstone, as well as basically, you know, everything we can find. But I wanted to stop here because this is 1 diamond for 2 boxes. It's way cheaper than everyone else. So we're literally going to spend these 4 and go 1. Angry. 2. How can we make this neat? 3, 4. Right, so we go 1, 2. Isn't that neat? But it basically fills it up. So the 4 for the 8 right there. So that's some pretty good shopping. We've still got some diamonds left over. We've still got 4 blocks left. The guy's really angry. But we'll pop our shulker back down. Not this one, this one. We'll throw our diamonds back into the nice and safe. And we will throw our stuff back away as such, wrong order, and pop our trusty beacon right here. But yeah, we'll get sorted at that. We'll take these shulkers with us intentionally because I want to collect a whole bunch of netherrack and nether ore quartz, not nether ore, nether quartz and stuff. And yeah, so we'll head off into the nether. I may or may not record snippets of it, but if I don't, then I'll see you afterwards. But if I do, then enjoy. We're back from our nether run with Drew, Nicely Done. Now, I didn't record anything because there was honestly nothing really worth recording. We just did a bunch of collection and the like. But yeah, it was good. We got some netherrack, we got some nether quartz, and we've decided to come back. Now, I'm actually going to have to end this one very, very early this week as I've had a lot of busyness happening, and building this actually took up a lot of my spare time I usually use to record. But I'll work on that. I'll fix that up. But we're going to end with a bit of a fun thing that I found. So one, we're going to need to grab some ingots. We're going to need, not that, we're going to need this to turn it into a cauldron. Now, where have I put my bucket? Definitely in one of these. So I think it might be, how about I just make a new one? Like, it's fine. We've got, so as you can see, we've got, ooh, lag, a ridiculous amount of blocks, and we're saving those to use for the, what is it called? Oh my goodness. Saving it to use for the, oh, my bucket's in my inventory the whole time. Well, we got 2 buckets, but that's fine. We actually do want 2 buckets anyway. Now, I'll show you what we're going to do. I have found accidentally, and I'm 99.9% sure that yes, someone probably definitely has found this before me. But it was cool. I accidentally found it and I thought it was neat. And for those who may not know what it is, why not use this as an example to show how it worked. Now, basically, what we want to do is we'll just do this for nice and simple. And then to show that it is infinite, we'll dig this bit out here as well. Now we do need to start with some water, just 1 bucket. So this is basically a 1 bucket infinite water source. So no longer do you technically need 2, you can just get away with 1. So the way we're going to do it is we're going to place our cauldron there. Now we all know you put water in the cauldron and it fills it up and you can take it back out. But apparently this happens. Alright, so we take out this water source. Oh look, our cauldron's full. And we put it back. And we take it out. And this is now an infinite water source. Oh wait, no it's not, but it could be. And this just keeps going. No matter how many times, just as long as you repeat the process, bam, constantly brings it out. So I thought that was really cool, and I'm going to leave that there like that for use for later use. But I thought that was awesome. Like I said, I'm sure someone else has discovered it. I'm not going to be the first. There's not a chance. But it was awesome nonetheless. And if you do know who first discovered that, let me know so I can absolutely credit them, even though I figured it out on my own. So the other thing that I'm doing is taking down some wood because I wanted to end with basically giving you my idea of what my next plan is. So as you would have seen during the time-lapse of enchanting, I talked about building this out into a village, right? Now, inside, I want to keep what technically would be inside of like a kingdom. So we haven't named this kingdom yet. We need to come up with a name for that too. But you'd keep your important buildings in here, right? Like you'd keep your blacksmith or your leather workers and things like that, whereas your farmers and your peasants and cows and animals would actually be outside the wall district. So that's what we're going to work on. Now, what I actually do want to do is just kind of mark off my planned idea, because I am going to build a blacksmith first. A few multiple reasons for that, but I want to kind of take it from here, and these are just temporary markers, over to here. Looks about good. We'll probably bring it forward out a bit because we do want this to be pretty large, and the reason we want this to be pretty large is not flowers. The reason we want this to be pretty large is what I'd like to do is I'd like to get a blacksmith villager, which we've got our villagers over here. And I want him to be in here tradable at like all normal typical villagers, so he has his job role and everything like that. But I also want this to have a super smelter, which I'll dig and put in behind, hidden in this mountain. So that way you can also come into the blacksmith and smelt your goodies. But as a secondary, I want to connect it up to Mr. Gold Farm up here, with Gallivant's approval, of course, and transport all of his gold ingots, gold nuggets, and gold swords over to this. So you can pick them up easily from here instead of having to run up there, and you can just use that. So that's the plan, that's the idea. And then again, we repeat that with we're talking about a leather worker as well, from the pig skins to down here, because you can smelt zombie flesh in this server and turn that into a leather worker farming. And then, God, I don't know, we could make up stuff for an armorer and a smithy and all that jazz. Now, just before we do go, this guy has refreshed. Yes, he has. He is brand new. Is he still locked? So we did unlock him, but he turned into an angry man. So that sucks, but he's still locked. But this is what we've been trading leather with at the moment. And yeah, so I really do thank you guys for watching. Sorry it's been such a short one. Like I mentioned, this week has been horrendous for spare time. So we're going to work on that, and with any luck, I'll have a lot more time this coming week, and with probably get something else out if I've got the time. And yeah, we'll get to work on these new buildings going in here and slowly take shape. And I do want to build the castle before the whole village, but I just want to get some basic infrastructure in, and then we can build this bad boy right up, keeping with this theme, I've decided. So thanks again, really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It really helps me out and keeps me going. And also do check out all the other Broke Rockers. We're all a bunch of awesome dudes and dudettes, so check us out.